my first time setup.
Right. Well, while Bussie's doing that, I will go ahead and introduce what we're doing here. So, hello everyone. We are going to be doing Total War Attila, having just finished the Total War Warhammer Norska game, in which Bussie did exceptionally well against Kislev. Basically, as you know, I've got a Western Roman Empire game going on at the moment, single player, which I've been really enjoying. Like, Attila is a great game, and I'd love to give it a little bit more coverage. And what we're going to do is we're going to play as the Goths. So there are the Visigoths and the Ostrogoths. It's basically the Western Goths and the Eastern Goths. And they were in very large part responsible for the fall of Rome. So yeah, we are going to attack Rome. So I'm going to be playing as the Visigoths, who historically ended up in Spain, while Bussie is going to be playing as the Ostrogoths, who ended up taking out Italy. So basically, Bussie, you've got to take Rome.
Leroy!
Yeah, it would do very hard. This is fine. Everything's fine.
Oh yeah, of course, my settings.
Okay, so the Visigoths get a bonus of 500 from every tributary state. Frankly, that's not going to do anything because I hate the way that tributaries start in this. Plus 10 when migrating through Roman territory. So migrating through Rome gets me more food. I'm not entirely sure how that one will work. And then growth, plus 250 when initiating a migration or resettling. So one of the mechanics that you will have not seen playing as Western Rome is your ability to just completely uproot and move somewhere else. Rome doesn't tend to do it because Rome is pretty big and kind of stable and well, not stable, but settled. The Goths, however, it's all about moving across the map. So as I said, we start here in Bulgaria or Greece, and we actually end up in Spain.
Sounds good.
So we're basically moving across Europe as, one, there's a mini ice age coming in, and that goes from the northeast to the southwest. The southwest is the most valuable, the most fertile territory in the game, and we're basically moving as fertility in the rest of the world drops. We're kind of keeping with it or ahead of it. Also, obviously, there are the Huns coming in. You want to play as Ostrogoths, not Swabian. There you go. Also, obviously, there are the Huns coming in. And we kind of want to stay ahead of them, because that would suck to have to fight them. Because, yeah, they're kind of hard. We are both, I think, Christian? One of us may not be. You might not be. I think I am. I don't remember. But the Christians get massive penalties when fighting the Goths. Sorry, when fighting the Huns, so it's a bad time. But more than that, I've never actually played as any of the Gothic nations. I've never played as a migrator, so I don't know exactly how that works. Actually, yeah, let's go down to hard rather than very hard, because I don't know how this works. Okay, cool. But yeah, otherwise, I think we're good to go.
Let's go.
So the thing here is the Ostrogoths are called the inheritors of Rome. They have access to Roman units if they take over Roman cities. So when you take over Roman cities, do not destroy their military buildings, because you can use them and recruit Romans, including heavy Roman cavalry like the cataphracts, which I think will be of interest to you. I don't have access to that stuff. I do, however, have access to pretty decent infantry units, and also all of the German units, which have great archers. They've got good pikemen, and also pretty decent cavalry. Like, some of the best cavalry I've come across are Germanic, so yeah. I'm going to shut up for the intro.
The air was filled with smoke and blood. Rome was weak. The tribes grew in strength and number. Their roots went deep, and they felt the earth's blood pounding through the land. But their borders were threatened, for a great storm raged in the east. One by one, the tribes scattered as seeds in the wind. And behold, a red horse, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. The blood of their kin would be avenged. great hunters. They tempered their blades in Roman blood and saw their once mighty walls reduced to dust. They made ready for war.
Okay, my intro's finished. Gotta wait for his.
Now it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the intros in this are really good. There's also going to be another one which kind of tells you about your starting position, I think. Could be
Apparently
wrong.
not.
Oh, okay. Right, so have you played any of the historical Total Wars?
Nope.
Right, so this is going to be interesting. This is probably the most innovative of their games, just because it a lot of the rules which were previously established, like cities are immutable, you can't destroy them or anything like that, they just throw all of those out the window. Which is why like Norska can do sacking and things like that. And you are also going to come across, like, you'll notice you have no cities right now. We start with just 2 armies. So we are known as a horde right now. Our armies can actually recruit troops. Battle. So if you go to the building view, you essentially have buildings with your army. You can settle down. One of the stances is like build stance or something like that, where you can build more buildings. You'll need growth to build those buildings, and also, of course, money. Otherwise, you're just rampaging through the world until you find a settlement which you basically go, that looks like a decent spot. Let's go and settle right there. So, like, I'm at war with Eastern Rome right now. And right here we've got Trimontium, which is a gold-producing province. So that's probably a pretty good place for me to start out. It's not walled, it's undefended. I could stick one of my forces in there. We'll put down some roots, we'll start building some buildings, get some money. Then as soon as something really hostile comes across, we'll just go, nah, don't like this place. Abandon it and move somewhere else. Or we could try to stay here and defend it. I mean, the choice really is up to you. Another nice thing about the Horde nations is if we lose our last city, it's not game over. So long as we have armies still in the field, we just become a horde again and just move somewhere else.
Okay, sounds good.
Other things that you'll need to worry about in this, food. So food is, yes, there's a global amount, which you can see at the top next to the income. That will determine whether your armies are starving. But there's also a local food production. So if your whole province, that's like the main city plus its villages, has a too low amount of food, then you will have public order issues there, quite serious ones. So make sure you have like a balanced spread of food. Another thing that you'll need to consider, except I can't really show you this because we have no provinces, but when you own a province, you'll be able to click on the province and it will tell you its fertility. And then depending on the fertility is going to determine what kind of farms you want to build there. So if you have high fertility, so if it's like moderate or fertile or rich, then you probably want wheat farms, which just give lots and lots of food. If it's anything lower than that, to like up to but not including poor, then you probably want cattle farms. And then if it's poor or worse, then you probably want sheep farms.
Okay. Sounds good.
The other thing is technology is done much the same as the total the Warhammer series. It's split between military and civic. Each faction has their own unique tech tree with its own functions and abilities and upgrades and stuff like that. Although I do notice that there are quite a few similarities compared to the others. Although one thing you will notice, for those of you who've been watching the Western Roman game, the civics here, we don't have any technologies related to like concrete and things like that. So as we go through the tech tree, we don't lose technologies, which the Romans do, to kind of show their decline. It's one mechanic I really do like. Anyway, is it my turn or is it yours?
Thirsty for battle.
Considering I can't actually move anywhere, I'm going to assume it's yours.
I think it's mine. So, do I want to attack straight away?
I don't know. Who do you start a war with? That's probably the first thing to look at.
Diplomacy is somewhere on the bottom, which is weird.
Yeah, everything's in the wrong place. Oh, and the really important one to note is that occupy and sack are reversed. So just
Really?
Yeah, just be aware of that one.
I'm at war with the Huns and Western Roman Empire.
Then yeah, you probably want to come down towards where I am, which is due south of you, and basically just start nibbling away. Or actually, this is Eastern Rome. You probably want to continue west, because you're actually on the fringes of Roman Empire right there.
Yeah, I want to go there.
And also don't forget you can raid. There are diplomatic penalties for raiding, but it has benefits too.
Raids. Which I can't because I moved too much, I guess.
Probably.
And there's some building stuff, but which I can't do because
You moved. You need to be in like settled stance, or there's something like that. I can't see the stances right now, so I can't say for sure. And like I said, I'm not particularly familiar with how the migrators work.
there's the Western Roman Empire.
Yep.
Leroy!
Now that is a walled settlement, so that's going to be harder to take. In this, not all units, in fact no units carry ladders. You have to make all of the siege engines yourself, unless you have catapults. There are some units which can like burn stuff down, like raiders, and I think some cavalry can throw axes. In fact, if you have axe infantry, they can hack down gates, but that would be the only other way in. Otherwise, you have to siege it and actually build ladders and siege towers and rams and stuff. Like, the sieges in this are radically different from the Warhammer sieges. They're actually really good fun.
I'm intrigued.
So, contrary to you... Ooh, I start with a catapult in both of my armies. Interesting. That actually opens up my opportunities. Now, I could take over Trimontium here, but I've just noticed it's actually in the same province as their capital, which would likely piss them off quite a lot if I took it.
It's also gold.
It is also gold. This is also true. Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Besieging settlement.
Actually, make it to there.
Starting out.
You come and support from the opposite direction.
Get moving.
Yeah, I was almost attacking Romula.
Will escape.
And this only has 3 units in. I'm attacking them with 4,000. Here, we're just going to resolve this one. You also need to pay for those armies when you become settled. Okay. So apparently horde armies don't cost as much.
Thirsty for battle.
I don't get an option if you auto-resolve.
Oh,
For
interesting.
the tribe.
That's kind of like Thrones of Britannia then, I think. Alright, so I am now settled.
Ready for
Weird.
orders.
Run!
Ready for battle.
And I am very aware of the fact that Eastern Rome's just over there. I do want to take out Serdica, but that's going to take me some time. Same thing with Thessalonica.
What you just did is just settle in between the Eastern Roman Empire. Right in the middle.
Yeah, I know. So if they come after me, then I'm going to be in a bit
Ready
of
for
trouble.
battle.
So what I'm probably going to do with the Thunder and Lightning army here is just run in the other direction and just start raiding stuff. In fact, what movement do I
Ready
require
for
to raid?
orders.
50% movement. I should have done that already. In that case, I'm just going to sit here for a turn.
Ready for battle.
Take
going to-
Constantinople.
Fortify. No, I know for a fact that Constantinople starts with upgraded walls.
You get to work.
You can, however, level you up. This is the king, who is cunning. Right, and the bonuses for unit or leader upgrades are also different. This game broke so many rules. It's awesome. Like, if Attila hadn't happened, then Total War Warhammer would be nowhere near as good a game as it is now. Because this really taught them to just fiddle with the rules and make exceptions. Horde building construction costs would be reduced to go that way. Infantry commanders, that. Raiding income plus 12%. Sacking income plus 6. What does cunning give you again? Ooh, upkeep cost for your entire army. So we're going to increase your cunning and your zeal. That's not done anything yet. I can start doing technology. And I think we're going to start with the Regional Defense Force. Yeah, remember I'm a migrator. I can just uproot and leave, guys. I'm not tied to this place. As long as I don't lose both of my armies, I'm fine. And I do need to convert you to... Whoa! That's expensive.
Oh. The one city I wanted to attack is actually my ally.
Yeah, you might not want to do that then. Crikey, that's expensive. Right, we're going to need to go and burn some more stuff down, guys. So to convert Trimontium to a Gothic town will cost me 10,000. At which point I think I stop having so many problems. So having that just means I have a very small garrison. So long as I leave an army here, I can probably hold it. Yeah, maybe. I think I'm just going to go ahead and intern, although I am starving. I need to build some fields. Which... Oh, farmstead. It's a multicolored thing. I was like, whoa, duh, where are the green ones? So farmsteads actually allows me to get Germanic hurlers, not haulers. So it's food and recruitment. That's kind of cool. Also, these buildings are so cheap compared to Rome. Oh, I can have a governor. You're both statesmen. You'd be a great governor. That'll do. And then an edict. Right, what religion am I? That's the other question. Germanic paganism. +1 recruitment in all provinces. So conversion will be a problem. Religion is this place. Greek Christianity. 0% Germanic paganism, 70% Greek Christianity. Right, we need to convert this place. Okay. Job's done.
Job done. Wood, please.
Food, please.
Go, please.
Cobra Commander, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I can probably convert to Greek Christianity, that is true. Because yes, 70% of my provinces will be Greek Christian right now. Or 70% of my people. Unless the armies count.
I am Aryan Christian.
Yeah, I knew one of us started as Christian, I just couldn't remember which.
You're Gothic. You're Gothic then. Or...
I mean, we're both culturally Gothic, but I'm Germanic pagan, you are Christian.
Ah, Germanic pagan. Okay.
However, Western Rome is Latin Christian, so I think you'll have less public order issues from different religion, but there will still be some. They're heretics as opposed to infidels, if we're talking EU4 mechanics.
Why is there Genghis Khan look-alike at Simium?
So just outside of Simium is one of the Hunnic armies.
Okay.
And you're at war with the Huns, aren't you? So you might want to scout around that guy. No, that's Lazy Gears. That's no, that's not Huns. My bad. If you hover over the banner, it will tell you who it is.
Yeah, they are attacking the city of there.
Another thing you can note is directly north of you is a ruined city. You can see it's just got the ruined icon. You could go over there and just settle.
That was actually my plan, to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. The way is blocked. Yeah. By an ally, of course. Your friend, you idiot. Yeah, your turn.
Cool. We have famine. Public order is an issue, but next turn I build my farm, so it's fine. Meanwhile, Serdico, what is your garrison like? It is pathetic.
Ready for orders.
Let's put you in normal stance.
Warriors all.
You know what? I'm actually going to attack the king.
Laying siege to their hovels.
Right, let's show you how sieges really work. I'm also going to show you something really cool, which I think you can do in Warhammer, and I always forget to actually check. And in other worse news, I'm out of tea.
Oi. Get more tea.
I mean, going downstairs and boiling water. Sounds like a whole lot of effort.
You should get a water kettle upstairs.
Yeah, I really should. Especially as I actually have a tap in this room.
Exactly.
It's just the water out of that one tastes like crap.
Well, you will boil it and make tea out of it, so
This is true.
might not be a problem.
I've never actually
What?
seen Eastern Roman cities before. This is kind of cool. Very different from Western Rome. More spacious, I think.
This
Okay.
is how a siege should be.
Yeah.
Attacking from all sides.
A whole friggin' city. You can attack in any direction. The towers don't need to be garrisoned. They will shoot at you anyway. Gates have also got towers over the gate. They will also shoot at you anyway. You can't just build walls, or you can't just put ladders anywhere. You have to actually build them. So the only way that we have into this city is to either run up to the gate and start hacking it down with our swords, which will take a long time, or shoot it with catapults, which thankfully I have some of.
From above.
There's an entrance over here.
Yeah,
Set to
I'm
the
looking
light.
where the least number of towers are.
Yeah, but there's actually over here. We probably can't go through there, can we?
I have a feeling that those icons don't work correctly. You mean there?
Oh, wait, what?
Yes, you probably just saw the same thing.
Over here. No, it didn't mean over there. The other side of the map. Over there.
Okay,
Can you see that?
I'm not seeing anything you're doing right now.
One further.
Oh, over there. You can't go through there. You can see all the buildings are kind of in the way.
Yeah, the red marker.
Yeah, you can destroy buildings, but you can't go through the ruins. They're just destroyed. Which is
Okay.
another thing. So at the top, you see the two little green houses, settlement damage.
Yep.
The more damage we do to the settlement, the weaker the defenders become. So they lose morale, they lose attack and defense skill.
Okay.
So if you're playing as like a Norse faction, you can seriously weaken your opponent because you have a lot of units that can damage buildings.
Yeah, it's basically raiding.
Yeah.
In-
Hey,
within a
Sparrowhawk.
battle.
Happy 4th of July, Mordred, to you Englishmen. Thank you very much for the bits. Yeah, unfortunately, the city is actually fairly well guarded. Actually, the side that we're facing right now actually has one less tower on the right-hand side, so I think we're just going to force our way straight through that gate.
We
Yep,
hunger
sounds
for
good.
blood and
So
battle.
we're going to put the catapult about there. I'm going to give you...
Also, the catapult has rubbish range for, well, which is accurate.
Yeah, I need to work out how I can actually give you units. I know it's a way of doing it. Let's minimize.